This video is looking at the playtest for a game called Will Follow the Light. A Steam friend of mine informed me that this playtest was running at the moment. It was a game that I did have on my radar, but I didn't actually realise that they had the playtest running. So, let's just quickly look at the settings. We have a number of languages. No, we have two languages, or maybe just one language, which is English. Graphics, well, I'm not sure if the VSync works. Yeah. Just by looking in the menu here, I feel like the performance is a bit lacking. They have DLSS on by default, which, yeah, it's a bit of a shame if they're kind of relying on DLSS to make the game run at at adequate speed. I was going to say at a decent speed, but I mean, yeah, even adequate, you know. Gameplay. Just, yeah, some settings here. I mean, I disable motion blur in games anyway, so I suppose, you know, there's that. Audio, we only have the one volume slider. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, we can't dial the audio in to how we would probably like. And then you have gamma. And that's about it. So the game does actually run in full screen exclusive mode. So you can actually change resolution here or put your monitor into that. So that's something that works. Let's see how... yeah, that's another thing, is that you can't actually apply the settings until you exit out of the menu. So, yeah, if you change something and then you want to, like if you're going through the graphic settings, you would have to go in and out of the menu all the time. It would be very frustrating. So let's jump in and see what this game is like anyway. Alright, where are we going? There's nothing really out here.
The wind's too strong. If we don't drop that sail, that mast will snap for sure. Yeah, I mean, the weather looks pretty bad from all directions, but I don't think there's any good way to go.
Oh, it's sitting there. I don't want to put the sail back up again. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Can't really find anything else that I can do. Possibly we could try and catch the wind, but I don't know whether that's going to be useful or not. Strike the what do we say? Sit back. Maybe we're supposed to here we go. Is that way? Strike the
okay, that should be better. Damn it, the boom's come loose. If I don't secure it, I'm done for.
okay. Yeah, it was just a bit hard to read because I got the MSI Afterburner text over the top.
God damn it!
Whoa. Holy cow. you can kind of steer the boat a little bit. Trying to keep it from rolling.
Big wave, port side.
Oh, here we go.
If I hadn't dropped the sail, that mast would be calm by now. Starboard side, wave.
Shit. Something the storm.
Right on course. No! I need to respond to that radio call.
Come in. Well, I've got 3 bits of news for you. Starting with what's great.
Cass, come in. What's happened?
Will, you're breaking up. Let's switch to our backup frequency. 150.4. Over.
Okay, working on it. Come in. This is Will. How do you read me?
Come in. Will, I've got 2 bits of news for you. Starting with the not-so-great one.
So what's wrong, Cass? Is Thomas okay?
He's fine. A major storm is headed for the coast. You've got some time to prep the lighthouse and grounds.
Ah, crap.
There should be a checklist of things to do on the weatherboard.
Okay. How much time do I have, Cass?
I can't say for sure. The weather sensors are giving conflicting information. Get a record of the weather readings first. That should give us some answers.
Cass, I am a lighthouse keeper, not a meteorologist. Can't Greg just get here?
He won't make it before the storm hits. There should be a manual on the desk for all the instruments at the weather station.
Okay. So what's the other bad news?
Remember you told me about your dad the other day?
Yeah?
Well, he's here. And he's at your house with Thomas.
Oh, I don't believe it. Did he say why he was here? I told you what he was like.
Take it easy, Will. He's an old man. His hands were shaking. He seems different.
Cass, he didn't help my mom at all when she was alive. And when she died, he'd lock me in the lighthouse, go out drinking and lie on his yacht all day. He ignored me. That's when the problem started.
Try to forgive him, Will.
Right, forgive him. Where are they now?
Looks like they were about to take the boat out somewhere.
Copy that. I'll talk to him later. Over and out, Cass.
Let me know when you're done with the instrument readings. Over and out.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite shocking about what's happening with the graphics. I mean, it's 100% GPU. Yeah, I'd say this game is probably like they're relying on people using DLSS to get the frame rate up.
And this must be our only lighthouse picture. Cass insisted we capture that moment. Yeah, I've always loved carving little wooden boats. Used to make them all the time for any occasion, really. I gave this one to Greg for his birthday. And that was right around the time the ice between us started to melt.
Get ready to go. I thought I put it back.
How does Greg know all this stuff? How does Greg know all this stuff? And we owe Thomas for this lighthouse area map. His cartography skills really shine here.
Check the switchboard, check the generator, collect the weather data, precipitation rate, wind speed readings, humidity readings.
And here I was hoping for a quiet day.
Weather 80.6. What else we got?
Without that heater, I'd be freezing in here. I think I can figure this out.
Okay. Yeah, that's how to get the data. We have to read that. Right, okay. I mean, I'm good idea to now. Let's look at the journal. Okay. Well, it's paper that I already picked up. All right. Let's see what this has on it. Okay. We've got to get the data. We can do that. Let's go to. Can I use the radio? No. All right. At the weather station, the okay. It looks like maybe we got to go to the weather station. And
All this data we collect before the storm will be really valuable. Huh. Close to normal.
well, it was 65, but
Now I just have to pour it back into the rain gauge. It should be in the office.
yeah, that must be the beaker. Huh?
There's no data here. I need to inspect the device. The weather vane cracked. Greg mentioned something about this. He set up a homemade device somewhere nearby and was tracking the data from it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're like, looks like there's some motion blur there, even though the motion blur is supposed to be turned off.
How does Greg know all this stuff? How does Greg know all this stuff? There was a lot less rain last month.
75. Okay, let's put some of these numbers in. So that was precipitation 3. And humidity must be in the other one, which was 65. So then we just need wind speed.
The value must be wrong.
Well, I thought the note said something about in a box, but they're stored in this box. Near campfire. Near campfire. Okay, so where's the campfire?
Yeah, I've always loved black tea. Simple yet invigorating. And every cup tells a story, if you know how to listen. And that's what Mom used to say. Let's put the kettle on the fire and wait for it to boil. Okay, it's boiling. Let's brew some tea.
Yeah, I just came out here to get the data.
Herbal black blend. Tastes like campfire songs and warm expedition nights.
This must be it.
Hopefully this date is precise enough, but if it's not my problem. Okay, I should radio Cassandra back. Yeah, hi, come in, this is Will.
I hear you, Will. Over.
Okay, Cass, I've entered all the current data from the weather devices.
Great. I can see it on our database. Good work.
Okay, thanks.
Latest readings say the storm's gonna hit you early. Set up a signal on the radio tower so you can communicate from base, even when the weather gets bad.
Yeah, the signal's been dropping out a bit lately.
You could have set up the signal yourself earlier. Okay. Contact me from house when you're done.
Copy that. Over and out.
Over and out, Will. Good job.
Alright. Radio tower. Maybe up there.
So Cass says the storm's getting closer. I hope I can get everything done before it starts raining. If the storm damages the tower, the lighthouse will be cut off.
Okay. How do we do this? I suppose what we gotta make the waves match, maybe? No? Here we go. Okay. That should be it, I guess. That be right? Sure. I guess we've got to do something else. Yeah, I mean, that's surely, I mean, we're not going to be able to. There you go.
Now I should contact Cass from the house to check the signal.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a motion blur there. Pretty sure I got motion blur turned off. Yeah, motion blur disabled.
Ooh, I'll have to fire up the stove in the house. It's getting cold. The radio's in my room. I should contact Cass as soon as possible. It's pretty difficult to get it to land right where you want it. Yeah, that'll do it. Come in, this is Will. How do you read me?
Will, come in. The reception is good, but still worse than the weather station.
Of course, that's where the receiver's directly connected.
The last thing you have to do is to check the power supply in the generator room at the lighthouse.
I'll do that now. Over and out.
Go ahead. Maybe you'll manage to rest before the storm hits. Over and out.
The generator.
Electricity goes from the city to the substation, and from there, right into this panel.
Alright, so what do we gotta do? Well, I mean, it's got power there. I don't see what the problem is.
Hello! I love doing that. I've been coming
Something
up
the
here for so long.
transformer.
Still not quite used to it. Thomas really sulked when we couldn't stay in touch, so I ended up surprising him with these toy radios. They became our constant companion. Where did I leave mine anyway? Oh yeah, Mom got me this for my birthday. And then she went full marine biologist mode, ranting about how fake the whale scenes looked. Molly, who I've missed, and my dad, who I wouldn't see for as long. Ironic. One of my favorite places. What a view.
Well, don't see a problem there. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing to do. Looks like check the transformer. Check the transformer. What does the transformer look like? No. Not sure what it wants me to do. What's this? Main and backup power supplies. I don't know. I mean, we've got. It's maybe I gotta go that way. Not sure. Yeah. I think. Wait, so we got. Is it just the two power line? Yeah. There's one going there. And this one should go back to town, I think. I mean, so I've got to check this thing out.
This transformer powers the lighthouse and all the surrounding buildings. The voltage seems stable, and all other systems seem normal.
Alright, now what? Pick the backup power in the lighthouse something, which is probably where I just was. Yeah, so you got to do things in the order that the game wants you to do them, probably.
Now I just need to check the generator, and then I can get some rest. I can't remember. I think I need to pull a lever through all the primary system indicators. We're out of fuel. I need to open the valve and fill it from the tanks outside. Okay, now all that's left to do is to switch on the generator.
Okay. Nope. Now what? Okay. Yeah. Let's try that again. Yeah. Because I'm not too sure what it actually wants me to do there. This might help. What's that? Fuel. Now what? Okay.
Alright,
yeah.
generator's good. Now I just need to check the switch over from the main system to the backup one.
This thing. Emergency power.
There seems to be an issue with the voltage. I'll have to check the fuse box to be sure.
Fuse box. Fuse box. Where would the fuse box be? Yeah. Oh, here we go.
A power surge knocked out the circuit breaker. I need to turn the system back on. Oh, wrong switch.
that's complete guesswork, isn't it?
Great. It's working now.
Yeah, what now? Okay, so we're going to go back to the house by the lighthouse. Which way? Down there, I believe.
Well, that seems to be everything. Probably should get some rest. I hate paperwork.
What do I do?
I need to finish the journal first.
What's the use mouse and left click point? I don't know. Why would I want to do something over here?
I need to finish the journal first.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do over here? Duty at the weather station.
I just need to get started. No big deal. Just another check. I need to think this through. It's more important than it seems.
Uh,
No big deal. Just another check. I hope I did everything right. The reports say we haven't had a storm this bad in a long time.
Well, hmm.
What's that sound? That sounded like Morse code. I couldn't make it out.
Over. This is Vessel EDL
Come in, this is the lighthouse. I read you, EDL 2015, over. Oh shit. I have to get that beacon lit, and then I can try to contact the ship. I have to bring a lamp. I won't be able to see a thing up there without it.
Oh well. We got no power. I mean, no surprise. Couldn't even lighthouse out. Plus, we had a backup power supply, supposedly. I mean, that looks like a kettle.
I told them not to leave these planets lying around everywhere. We're going straight back into the model.
Lantern. I think I had a lantern at the I don't know, what was the first place we're in? What do they call that? Oh, here we go.
I have never seen a storm this bad before. I need to check the voltage and the backup generator. Good thing the backup power is running. There's something wrong with the main power. Jesus Christ! What was that?
Where's the fuse box?
Should have known she'd stashed this somewhere. Cass carved this little boat herself when she found out Greg and I were into it. Guess we were a little bit too harsh when we were judging her work back then. Oh, the lightning melted the fuse box.
Doesn't look very good. Well, that's no help. Place. Oh, okay.
A light has to be visible from the ship. Greg? How?
All right. Well, that looks like the end of the playtest. Yeah, I mean it's it's a bit interesting. I mean, it depends whether the subject matter interests you or not. But yeah, it's pretty different kind of subject matter to me, so it's kind of interesting. The puzzles, I'd, I'd say, probably 50-50 aligned with what I would be looking at. I mean, it's they started off kind of what I would look for personally in a puzzle, but the later puzzles were kind of just guesswork, really. Just a matter of clicking through patterns until you find the correct one, basically. Yeah, I don't know. Some people will like puzzles of a certain type, so yeah, down to the individual what you think of that. But yeah, the only thing that probably will another thing that's kind of a question mark comes down to individual players will be possibly what they call the psychological kind of stuff. I mean, it's for me personally, I feel that it's a way of basically saying art, like if you say something is art, then it can be hard to critique it because of the fact that it comes down to eye of the beholder, you know, like, I mean, everyone's going to get their own kind of make their own mind up, you know, what they think, basically. So when I play a game and they say they have a tag like psychological horror or something like that, it's, to me, I just think of it as it's just an art form. You know, it's the developers are just doing something. It's not going to be anything that you can, you know, it's not realism. You know what I mean? So it's hard to kind of gauge or measure. I mean, some people like that stuff, and some people don't. I mean, yeah, just personally for myself, I don't bother with that stuff. So yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. This game, it is very much, I would say, a walking simulator. Which again, you know, some people like walking simulators. Some people want something that's a bit more. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. That's just my own kind of opinion on it, my own take on it. But talking about something that we can all agree on would be the fact that this game needs optimization. So that will be something I'll definitely be putting right up there as what they need to work on. Apart from that, I don't think it was too bad. There was that scene where the dream scene, basically. Yeah, I had no idea how to get through that. It was just I just kind of walked. I was trying to get an idea of what, you know, was kind of helping and what wasn't. You know, was walking towards the light helping? Was you know, I was trying to pinpoint what direction the audio was coming from and try and move towards the audio as well. Yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, if you'd like to try this out yourself, you can go to the Steam store page, and I believe it has a playtest option there that you can join. And yeah, I'm not sure whether they allow you to invite 3 friends or people that you know on Steam that you think might be interested to try out the place as well. Usually games are now doing that, but not all the time. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether they allow you to do that or not. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in a future video.